It reminds me of a famous beer advertisement we used to have in the UK, which said, "Heineken reaches the parts other beers don't." And I think that is what Internews is trying to do with community radios in Africa and in other places, is to reach the parts, reach the places, reach the people that other media and other organizations are not reaching. These radios are really filling gaps and getting close to the grassroots, close to the people, in the way that most media are not. So you have mass media, you have commercial media, you have media in the cities, but there are thousands, millions of people out there who are not really getting the opportunity to dialogue amongst themselves, to deal with their real local concerns. And only community radios can do that. Community radio journalists are a mixed bag. That is one of the challenges, because some journalists I've met who are working in community radios have been trained, are experienced, know what the dimensions of professional journalism are, and many of them are just coming to it from the grassroots and need to be helped and trained and coached in order to do it properly. What they lack sometimes in professional skills, which is precisely what Internews is trying to give them, what they may lack in those skills is made up for with enthusiasm, commitment, and also knowledge of the local circumstances, because that is the beauty of community radios, is that they are completely embedded in the community, which means that the people working in them, the local journalists, know exactly what is going on. And there is, of course, also often a language factor. We're talking about people working in languages with which they can relate very closely to the local communities, but which are not the languages which the international journalists speak, or even the journalists from the capital cities or the big cities of the places we're working in. And in any case, very often local people will only really find credibility when the voices they hear are the voices which they recognize as their local compatriots. Often the interface which ordinary people have most with their local radio is talk shows. It's people who chat and take phone call-ins and play music and take, hear wishes from this person in this village to that village. And they comment on local affairs, they talk about local matters, they talk about farming concerns, food prices, health issues. That is, if you like, the radio equivalent, the media equivalent of what people do anywhere in the world when they sit down in a cafe or by the roadside or at a bus station and talk about stuff that is of concern to them directly. Well, Internews has for many, many years distinguished itself, I think, from similar organizations by wanting to be as embedded as possible. Many organizations, including Internews from time to time, do trainings, short trainings. We really pride ourselves on getting our hands mucky and being there in the garden with the people, digging up the weeds and planting the seeds. We have a lot of coaching, mentoring, call it what you like, and we give people training, but by sitting with them every day, going out with them, reporting, making their programs, debriefing them, rebriefing them, doing all the things in the ordinary daily work-to-work context, so that it's not detached from the day-to-day work. And I think that is something which we're particularly committed to and, if I may be so modest, particularly good at.